Okay, so have you ever looked at really successful people and just wondered, what's their secret? What separates them from everybody else? Well, today, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful messages ever recorded on this topic, Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. And trust me, it's a single, simple idea that might just change everything for you. First things first, let's just look at the raw numbers, the reality of the situation. According to Nightingale, a staggering 95% of people are basically just drifting through life. They don't really achieve their big goals. Only a tiny fraction, just 5%, actually decide what they want and go for it. Think about that. That is a massive difference. So this leads to the million-dollar question, right? What do these 5%ers know that the rest of us don't? Is it just dumb luck? Are they born with some special talent? Or is there some fundamental piece of the puzzle that they understand while the other 95% are completely missing it? Well, that's exactly what we're about to find out. Let's start by really digging into what Nightingale called the 95% problem. This is all about understanding why so many of us feel like we're just drifting, and why that default setting, so rarely leads to a life of real fulfillment or big achievements. And you can really see the contrast here. The 95%, we tend to live on autopilot. We react to what life throws at us. We kind of copy what everyone else is doing, often without any clear direction of our own. But the 5%? They operate with this incredible clarity of purpose. They know what they want, and every action they take is deliberate, moving them closer to that goal. They're literally creating their life, not just reacting to it. And that right there brings us to the absolute heart of this whole thing, the answer to our question. It's not complicated. In fact, it's so incredibly simple that Nightingale called it the strangest secret, because for most of us, it's hiding in plain sight. And here it is. We become what we think about. That's it. That's the secret. And let me tell you, this isn't just some fluffy, feel-good quote. This is the fundamental operating principle for human life. It explains everything: success and failure, wealth and poverty, you name it. To put it another way, your thoughts are the root cause of everything you experience. If you're constantly thinking about fear and what could go wrong, you're literally attracting more problems. But if you're thinking about success and opportunity, you start moving towards those things. Your outer world is just a mirror, a direct reflection of your inner world. But how? How does this actually work in the real world? Well, to really get it, we need to understand the nature of our own minds. And Nightingale used this really powerful metaphor to explain it. I want you to think of your mind as a goal-seeking machine. It is always working towards something. It never stops. The key is, it will work tirelessly to bring into reality whatever goal you feed it day in and day out. And here's the kicker. It doesn't care if that goal is positive or negative. It just works. Imagine your mind is a piece of rich, fertile land. Now that land doesn't care what you plant in it. It will grow poisonous weeds just as enthusiastically as it'll grow a beautiful, life-giving garden. So if you're planting seeds of fear, worry, and doubt, well, that's what you're going to harvest in your life. But if you consistently, deliberately plant seeds of success, confidence, and purpose, you will absolutely reap those results. The land doesn't judge the seed. Your mind doesn't either. And this is such a critical distinction. It's not about wishful thinking. It's not about what you passively want. It's about your dominant thoughts. What is that mental conversation you're having with yourself all day long? Because that's the blueprint your goal-seeking machine is working from. Okay, so understanding the theory is great, but it's useless if you don't apply it, right? Putting it into practice is where the real magic happens. So how do we actually do this? Let's break down a simple action plan you can literally start today. Nightingale laid out a simple 30-day challenge. Step 1, decide on one single, specific goal. Not a vague wish, something exact. Step 2, write it down on a card. Make it real, make it tangible. Step 3, read that card every single morning when you wake up and every single night before you go to bed. That repetition is crucial for programming your subconscious mind. And finally, step 4, throughout the day, think about that goal with faith and positivity. This focuses all your mental energy on that one positive outcome. And beyond just one big goal, real success is built on these small daily habits. The 5%, they are vigilant. They guard their minds from negativity. They're constantly learning, and they always try to act with purpose. It's these tiny, consistent actions that quietly build a completely different future. So as we start to wrap this up, I want us to completely reframe how we think about success. It's time to take luck completely out of the equation and see success for what it really truly is. Success is not an accident. It's predictable. It's just the natural result of applying the law of cause and effect. Simple as that. If you think like successful people and you act like successful people, you will eventually get the results of successful people. The cause is your thinking, the effect is your life. It's like a chain reaction, a set of dominoes, and it all starts with that first one. You change your thinking. That new thinking will automatically lead to new actions. Those repeated actions become new habits, and your new habits will inevitably create a brand new life. It's a logical, unavoidable progression. And remember, this process, it's happening right now, this very second, whether you're paying attention to it or not. The thoughts you are holding in your mind at this moment are the seeds of your future. So the only question that really matters is this: what will you choose to plant today?